We went to this island that was known for sharks. So he jumps in, starts swimming in circles, get back in the boat, it's not safe, and somebody has to sit on top of him so that he doesn't try to steal the captain's boat. Welcome to Poseidon Storytime. Highly recommend you sharing these stories with your kids just before bedtime. Just kidding, viewer discretion is advised. So I will tell you about Poseidon Charter's first ever bachelor party. So this was actually way back in the day, one of our first trips ever, and we got a call from a customer who wanted to go fishing with their bachelor party, and it was a total of like 15 people. Well, back then we only had one boat, so in order to accommodate them, we called a couple of buddies, asked them if they would be interested in helping us out. Of course they were. So it was a 3-boat charter, total of 15 people, and they wanted to go shark fishing. On that night, it was a 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. charter, which is the best time to go shark fishing because it's that sunset, dusk time. Sharks get hungry right around dinner time. Everybody met here at a marina. We did not have the house yet, and a party bus rolls into the marina. Like one you see in Hollywood, big, blacked out, bumping music, just jamming. And these 15 guys roll off the boat, and it is apparent that they are about to have a good time and have already been having a really good time. So everybody splits up 5, 5, and 5, and we ended up with the bachelor. Turns out the bachelor was probably the most responsible on the trip because, well, he had to get married. You know, I think it was like the next day. Like it was like how they planned it is they were here for like a week and they were getting married like the very next day. So we all went shark fishing. Everything started off great. And what we decided to do, we went to this island that was known for sharks, actually a popular swimming destination, just so you know. And we all lined up, like all 3 boats, about 200 or 300 yards away from each other so that everybody could see each other, we could all talk, and you could hear what was happening on all the other boats. So when you're shark fishing, of course, you're chumming the water, you're throwing out rods with big dead bait, and the water gets very sharky. And there's obviously sharks in the area. Everybody's doing well, everybody's catching sharks. Here's where things start to take a turn. We'll just call it boat 1 to our left, and boat 2 to our right starts to get really rowdy. Boat 2 on our right, a customer decided it would be funny to jump in the water and swim around the boat. So he is so slammered drunk that he thought it was a good idea to go swimming with sharks. So he jumps in, starts swimming in circles around boat number 2, and the captain is yelling, "Get back in the boat, get back in the boat, it's not safe, it's not safe." And he is saying, "Nana, nana, boo, boo, you can't get me." Kid you not. About that same time, we look over to boat number 1 on our left, and boat number 1 is having an argument with another customer because he's so drunk that he thinks it's a good idea that he should drive the boat. He is trying to take over from the captain, and he wants to drive the boat. All the while, there is 2 people on the bow of that same boat throwing up profusely. The guy who wants to drive the boat gets sat down by another person on the boat, and somebody has to sit on top of him so that he doesn't try to steal the captain's boat. The other 2 guys who are throwing up profusely eventually get everything out of their system, sit down, and they decided that it was all that they could take, and they decided to go in. Boat number 2 finally gets the people back into the boat after swimming around the boat multiple times in waters filled with sharks, and they come back also. We were having a great time. So we thought we wanted to fish it out for a little while longer, so we stayed probably another 30 or 45 minutes, and then ultimately the bachelor made the decision to come back in and be with his friends. Here's where it gets even crazier. As we come back to the dock, it is completely dark, but we hear yelling, we hear screaming and splashing and all kinds of ruckus being made. Well, those other 2 boats, as they were coming back to the dock, everybody on the boat stripped down to their skivvies and less and jumped into the water in front of the marina. Kid you not. And then everybody on our boat saw this happening, also jumped into the water and proceeded to have this skinny dipping session. Bachelors. I don't know how to describe it. And anyway, it was a great trip. They had a great time. We caught a bunch of sharks. I don't think that they remember it, but it was an awesome time. And ultimately we left. We had to go clean the boats. There was throw up everywhere, beer cans everywhere, and each boat took 2 5-gallon buckets of empty beer cans off of the boat. It was a party. Anyway, that's Poseidon's first bachelor charter ever.